Welcome to the Games Freezer.
SNES football games were shite. 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 Electronic Arts presents EA Sports. It's in the game. Supervised by Jim. Who's Jim? In association with the good old Kashima Antlers. Glory, glory, Kashima Antlers. Zico's profile, 1953, born in Rio de Janeiro, 1966, joined the Flamengo. 1971, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 79, he's in 1980, 1981, leading scorer in the Rio Championship, 1982, leading scorer in the 1983, won Brazil, 1986, 1991, 1982, 1993. Zico Soccer. Hello, welcome. This is Richard, this is Games Freezer, and this is our look at SNES football games, and specifically SNES football games that were shite. So we've found some shite, we've found some great games as well, all along the way, just by exploring this genre of video game in the SNES world. So what we're going to do? Well, we're going to be the Kashima Antlers, of course. We're going to have a little go at Zico Soccer, which is actually the screen that plays when I sing SNES football games were shite. Currently available on iTunes. Not really. So yeah, this is the game that's on that little intro. So it's fitting that I should be playing it, because obviously tails never fouls. Standard procedure. Yep. I think that's a towel, because the head would be Zico's noggin. We'll take the ball. That's a standard procedure also. Need the ball to score the goal. Nice little stadium picture there. Kashima Antlers versus Korea. And yes, you might recognise this from the intro. So here we go. So what you got to do? Well, by using the bottom screen, you will need to choose the player you pass to, and action a shot if you're close enough by clicking on the goal. So as you may remember from Tactical Soccer, very similar indeed, and made by EA again. So this is kind of I think this is the prequel to Tactical Soccer, but I've got to admit this actually does feel a bit better. Now granted, there's fine lines between a shite game and another shite game, but this somehow kind of flows a little bit better and is easier to control, although saying that, it's still far too slow and a bit of a nightmare. So yeah, if you want to run towards the ball, you'll need to basically put your cursor over the space or near to the ball, and then the player will sort of, and click the button obviously, and the player will run in the direction that you choose. So the challenge is trying to look at the top action and kind of work out on the bottom action. Oh mate, the keeper's had a mare there. Oh god, what is he playing at? Anyway, so the challenge is keeping eye on the action at the top, and also trying to work out at the bottom where you want to sort of angle your passes, because the view at the top is very closed in, so you're not going to be able to see too far ahead of yourself. I mean, primarily you can barely see left or right. You can kind of see straight forward and a couple of options, but you wouldn't be able to see like a raking pass out on to the far left, or as he's breaking through, getting a shot off. Oh, the keeper's pulled off a cracking save there, to be fair to him. What a brave guy. So yeah, so what you end up doing really is concentrating your efforts onto that bottom screen. That bottom screen is where games are won and lost. Now that's where you want to really make sure that you control the action from. because it gives you more of a wider view, obviously, and enables you to sort of kind of plan. Oh, scissor kick, nice. The action's free flowing, as free flowing as it's going to get anyway in this game. So that is one of the main problems of the game, really, is it's too bloody slow. I mean, you'd expect to have some kind of speed risk-reward mechanism. So, like, if you could run a bit faster, but the ball comes away from your foot, so as you're more susceptible to be tackled, then that would be a risk worth taking to get up the other end of the pitch nice and quick, if you could see there was space. Anyway, so you kind of play it at this walking football pace, pretty much. It doesn't get any faster than this, but you can string a few moves together, to be fair. I mean, once you're working out that, well, I ain't gonna ever score from out there on this game, I know that much. Yeah, once you've worked out sort of how to put the passes together, and then sort of just looking forward a bit, planning your passes maybe a couple in advance, then you can actually pop a few passes off. You get a bit of grace when you get the ball. Generally, if you receive it and you take a little bit of time to do the next pass, then you will generally jump the tackle, the first tackle that comes in, sometimes even the second tackle. And look, even then, when you're dribbling, you get to jump it. Right, let's see if I can get this shot off. Oh, he gets under it. Keeper makes a nice save. Still 1-0 Korea. Oh, 6 minutes left. The only other thing with this game as well, like I said for the previous EA Tactical Soccer one, the time just seems to drag. I think it's where you're going so slow on the game itself, and it needs kind of like shorter halves. There's probably a way to do that actually, but a lot of the stuff at the start was in Japanese or Chinese, I'm not sure, but yeah, so I was unable to choose the right thing. Anyway, back to the game. Yeah, shooting mechanic, I can see where they're going with it, kind of like a golf style, or like a snooker or arcade game style selector, where you're going to select exactly where on the ball you want to hit it, which is all well and good, but the problem you got there is there's no power bar, so you want to be able to A, choose where on the ball you want to hit it, if they're giving you that option, and then B, where you're gonna concede the next goal. Oh mate, sit down, stand up, say thank you Lord, thank you for the goal that scored. That was a great celebration, the old sit down, stand up. Yeah, you'd think they'd add in the kind of power bar to it as well. I'm not sure whether there is like a power bar, maybe that yellow thing. I'm not sure what that is, to be fair. Yeah, that's kind of odd. It doesn't go up and down when you get the opportunity to shoot. As I'm cruising up the other end here, just like Maradona riding tackles. Not good enough. You're never going to beat that keeper with that kind of shot. Although now that I haven't got the ball, that yellow part isn't filled in. So is it? Oh, the worm burner. A 40-yard worm burner straight into the keeper's hands. It's beautiful. That's what we like to see. It's what the fans want. Intercepted now. We're putting the pressure on. It's a bit George Peppard now. Come on, lads. Straight down the keeper's throat again. Need to be better than that, boys. Come on. Go on, the Antlers. Oh, as he comes in, slide tackle. Nowhere near the ball. He looked like he took me legs. But here we go. Another. Oh! Foul. Right. Get to try my hand at free kicks. Okay, well, I'm going to pump it in, I reckon. See if I can pick a man out. Here, look. Far post. Number 11. Although I'm not sure how to execute like an overhead kick or a volley or whatever. Oh, if I ever get near the ball. Two players fell on their arses, and that's about as good as it got. Okay, right, come on. Take it down the other end, boys. That's what it's all about. 4 minutes remaining, 2-0 down. The Antlers have got it all to do as they put a balloon kick into the keeper's hands. Like a small child kicking a balloon. Oh, mate. Right, come on. Get me through this. Through this hell. Don't think I'm going to be able to play more than one half on this game, to be fair. I'm not sure anyone would want to watch that, and I'm pretty sure I'm not going to be wanting to play that. But the challenge is to get it back, to get this back from 2-0 down to at very least get a draw at half time would be a moral victory for me. As he goes through on, oh, he stuck it in the roof of the net and done a backwards flip and played the guitar. That is what I am talking about. That's why we play video games. It's 2-1. The Antlers are cruising back into the game. Right, come on. Picks it up in midfield. Oh, Korea's still battling. Antlers now. All the pressure on Korea. Oh. Sliding tackle animation's awful. Just basically Blake laying on the floor with both his legs out. There we go. 2 slide tackles missed. Another one fallen over. Can we get the equaliser? Oh, straight down the keeper's gullet. Oh dear. Keeper stood up to that well. He must be wondering where the hell his defence were as they were sliding around like lunatics. Oh, and they're sliding around again. Here we go into the area. Lines up the shot. Whoa! Roof of the net. Plays the guitar. Opposition defenders doing questionable hand gestures, but we don't care. It's 2-2. Surely we see a moral victory in sight if we can get to the end of this half. Oh, overhead kick. Was that my man? Overhead kicked it back to his keeper. This was pre-back pass rule maybe? Or even if it was back pass rule at this point in time, it hasn't been incorporated into this game, I'm pretty sure. Here we go. Building another move. Not content with 2-2. Looking to make it 3-2. Oh, as I pause the game. Some pulls it. Delaying the inevitable, surely. Oh, both my men on their arses. As Korea go up the other end. 1 minute remaining of this hell. Who will come away with the first half victory before I switch this shit off? He's cruising forward. Looks wide. Raking ball wide. Cuts in, jumps a tackle. He's into the area, turns back, takes him on just for fun. He's got the ball on. Oh, and the keeper earns his corn with that save. Dive into his right, plucks it out of the air. But no, the Antlers aren't finished yet. They come driving forward. Makes it into the area. Oh, what a save. Wow, keeper. Take a bow, son. Take a boo. Well, there you go. What can you say? With 1 minute remaining of this half. 59 seconds as the clock ticks down. And I start to think about how many turds I'm going to rate this. It is a steaming pile, but it's kind of better than the other version, even though this one came before it, I think. Oh, that's off the bar, I reckon. I tell you what, keeper was lucky with that one, but he's come away with it in his hands. So how many turds? How many turds? Right, okay. It's got to be in the 4 to 5 turds region as he goes cruising up the pitch, still thinking about the turds, and sends in the old balloon shot. So, yeah, I'd say, well, I won't tell you that. Let's get to the end of this half. Then we can put everyone out of their misery by giving it a turd rating and getting the flock out of here. Oh, it's robbed him there of the last chance. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, it's half time. Thank God for that. Here we go. Right, so time for turds. Okay, so it's more playable than the other version of this game, which was Tactical Soccer, I think, from memory, because that was just absolute dross. This one, at least, you feel like you've got some mediocre of control. Modicum? It's modicum, isn't it? Not mediocre. This is mediocre. So, I would give it 4 turds out of 5. Thanks for watching, everyone. There's more of this shite on the channel. There's many episodes for SNES football games with shite, but thanks for watching today. This is Richard. See you soon, my friends.
Gamesfreezer.eu